Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rockets will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on, he had it. Middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Handoff from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets away. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crosby. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Touch pass on the run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw. It's Gleason. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Grab behind the line. It's Stevens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
It's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Rockets have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Pulls it in. It's Newton. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to the ground game on the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. Can set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Waste of time.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. And he breaks into the open. Quarterback gets enough. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And it's plays like that that galvanize a home crowd. Just listen to this place right now. It was an awesome job on the scramble, getting what he could get, breaking free, and creating an explosive play. But this is where the home field advantage really kicks in. You get this crowd and this volume rocking, man, they are hard to beat at home when they send them like that.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. And it's on the ground. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
Now, this is practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Gets open down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Torres. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're trying to get to him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the...
And when it's third and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You can tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Getting some heat. Stumbled to the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to pass. It's Milrow. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. At the end of the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll try the run. still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And the Rockets will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you'd think he might want to keep that play alive.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Give to the running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it to easily get a 1st down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
These corners backing off a bit. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rockets offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Wants to throw. It's Gleason. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Toledo.
The Rockets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Adams. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Bringing it back, it's Newton. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give headed toward right tackle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Toledo. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game. Tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late. Take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Wow, it has been textbook on the back end covering all night long for this defense. Did you see that defender break on the ball? It's like he almost knew where the quarterback was throwing it. You can't do it better than that.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Stewart. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Gophers will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole, and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Take over. First and 10.
First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Getting that push. A pickup for 4 out to the 26.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get...
And the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go with a direct snap. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 3, Minnesota 0.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And here comes the offense on second down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Oh, it's a reverse. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Milroe. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
He didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he could not get loose on the run. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Golden Gophers pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep
touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Well, 2nd and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. You're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
On to attempt to try. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you. And they got him for the sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Milroe. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
Minnesota 7, Alabama 6.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Taylor has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
On the screen. Loses one. Third down coming up.
This is a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Up-tempo for the offense. Snap it to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Extending the play. Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Minnesota 7, Alabama 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Direct snap. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hands it off. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The give is to Miller. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Alabama, number
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Steps away. He gets it into the end zone for the two to push that lead out to 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me...
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. And he's running in the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Wide out in motion. They'll go with a direct snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tide offense rolls onto the field. To throw, it's Milroe. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Minnesota! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass. It's Milroe. It's complete. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap it to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now on first down after that completion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's complete, a huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. pulls and fires complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Minnesota.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower.